Good morning. This is Cora Varville from the Holler to the World, and this is my son Luke. He's helping me learn to edit and add videos, and this is actually part 2 of the macaroni story. And it's very interesting because at the end of it, there's a big fat surprise in part 3. So go ahead and tune in, and please subscribe and tell me you like it, and send a comment and tell me what your macaroni recipe is. And we're going to get on with this, and you watch the video. Thank you very much. God bless you. Bye-bye. Okay, so I had a little blip in my video there, but this is part 2. I was telling you that I had cut my finger Thanksgiving Day. I just had the knife turned backwards, which I know is retarded, but that's what happened. So let's continue with making our macaroni. Okay, so we are at the pan getting ready to add in some Parmesan, if I can do that without making you sick. Okay. Like I said, I was taking the knife, opening this. I had to stop and work on my phone for a minute. I got to get a new phone. Okay. So we're just going to add in a couple tablespoons of real Parmesan. This is going to be cheesy, but hey, the name of it is macaroni and cheese. So it needs to be cheesy. And when we get finished, I'll show you what we're going to do. That looks just about right. Perfect. All right, I'm going to attempt to transfer it into this pan, if I can. I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to lick the bowl when I get it all out of there. I'm going to put it in the oven today just for a change. A lot of times I don't. I just cook it on the stove. But today I will put it in the oven. And it'll bake just until it gets brown because everything's already cooked and done. It just has to get brown as you want. I'm gonna leave this pan messy because I plan to take a spoon and get all of that goodness out of there. So it will not go to waste. Okay, so here's this. Spread it out like this. I'm not gonna worry about cheese on top because here's what I'm gonna do. I'll eat it with that when I get off the camera. I have these crackers. Usually I use Ritz, but I didn't have them. I have these. They're like club crackers, but they're also, it says they're buttery, so we're going to taste it and see for sure. But after it's been in the oven for a little while and all the cheese melts, I'm going to crush these up and just sprinkle them on the top, put it back in, let that get brown, and that will be the end of it. They're good. Because you don't want them on there the whole time. They'll get too brown. You wait until it's almost done. If I had more cheddar, I would put it on top, but that's all I had. And I think that'll be great. And so I'm going to clean out my oven, which most of you know, if you're from Kentucky. You store your black iron skillets in your oven. And that's how we do it. And I'll tell you, you have one skillet. This is the skillet, cornbread skillet, or maybe biscuits, but you do not fry meat, eggs, nothing else in this skillet. My sister Nellie did it. I was at her house and her cornbread just flopped right out, and I'm like, I gotta do that. So I went to the flea market and I got me just a skillet that is just for cornbread. And you have to keep it seasoned, and don't wash it with soap, just hot water, rub it a little bit. And it's usually not even dirty, just has a little few crumbs. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to stick this in the oven. Well, we need to preheat our oven. I'll put it on 350 to start. I'm just going to stick it in there anyway. I'm too impatient to wait. So, stick it in, put it in there, and when it's done, I will come back and show you all the cheesy goodness. So, be sure and go down and subscribe, and also leave me a comment. It really helps the channel if you leave a comment. I'm really just trying to do this. I want to reach as many people as I can because it's so much fun. I enjoy it. And there's a little thumbs up button. Subscribe, thumbs up, share with your friends because I'll get on here and teach a few more things. It's not complicated things. I'm not a chef. I don't claim to be. I just like to make some good food. And here is CL. He can say hello to you today.
Well, hello there. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm out in the garage just messing around.
All right.
Who knows what I'll come up with. Could be something good, Could be something silly.
Hopefully it'll be good. So I'm gonna sign off for now because we're gonna come back later and I'll show you the macaroni and cheese. Okay, our macaroni is out of the oven. I think it took about 15 minutes and it is really nice and brown. I'll hold it up close. It's nice and brown and solid. And so at this point, I crushed up some crackers in a sandwich bag. And I forgot to tell you a little while ago that the CL side of the family, the Varvels, were little Mama and old Papa because she was teeny tiny, maybe 5'2", but as she got older, she was shorter. And my family was always Grandma and Grandpa. And so that was how we told them apart. So if I say little Mama and old Papa, it's CL side. And if I say Grandma and Grandpa, then it's my side. And I'm gonna put this back in the oven just to brown and I'll tell you a little story and we'll wait for it to get brown.